So I did a video yesterday, but I didn't plug the audio in. So it was just nothing. Not even off the camera mic is like no good. And here we are. Um, so I'm over the line. And that's that. Thank God. This this birthday was just awful. And it was pretty fine as a birthday. It was a very strange birthday. If you're following me on this, I had to work on the horse for the past 2 days. It went from the gallery, and then all of a sudden this girl calls me and saying, "No, we have another place for it." So we went to like a fashion shop, and then we find out that one of the bolts is missing, so the horse is just all like this. So I had to like make a makeshift kind of like one of the wrenches I had. I didn't have a bolt with me. I had to take like a part of like the wrench extension and just like slip it between 3 holes in order to make it stable. And there's kids riding it, people riding it. And then I went back to replace the bolt today. So it's like been just so this and then I meet people last night and I show them the horse and then I'm in the lobby of my building and the same people that were at the show last night know the same people that are at my space here. So it was just this random. It's like one of the guys is like, "How the hell do you? How did you get here? Who do you know?" And it was all very strange. And now the horse might be going to because it's March is Women's Month. The artist who did all the covered the whole horse in material. She's a woman, so and now this thing might be just going to do another set of rounds. So this thing is just on its own like life course mission, and it coincided with mine now with my birthday, so I didn't have to spend it alone. It was just in maintenance and just kind of representing the horse I found in the shreds. This is just like, ugh, I can't even keep up with this kind of stuff. So I had a whole thing that I said yesterday. The audio didn't record, so I deleted it. And at the same time, there was a bunch of guys over there that like were talking and making a lot of noise. So I lost my concentration. I was like morbidly depressed, and it was in between having this horse go to the gallery, sorry, the shop, and then at the same time, um, I did the video, and then I get the email and the text message that the horse needed to be fixed. So I ran over there with my tools and fixed it, covered in grease. Then again today, my hands still smell of grease, but I like that smell. Just don't eat it. So I feel like, I don't know, it's been like almost like a year to more like 18 months of anticipation for this birthday, and it's finally done. And I feel like I woke up today, sober, because I didn't have a drink or anything. It's the first time I didn't drink around my little birthday. It's one of the few birthdays I didn't even drink at all. Not one beer. I thought about going to this place called Barcade. It's up the street from me on God, I don't even know the name of the damn street. Is it Cedar? No. Forget it. Doesn't matter. Cortland. It's Cortland. It's Cortland Station here. And I was gonna get myself like 1 pint, maybe two, and play some Strider because I love Strider. They have an upright Strider video game, and that was it. I was gonna call it a night. But after I ate, I was just like, I couldn't even do it then. I was like, all right, forget it. Let me just go home. I was already like tired from going to the Brooklyn warehouse and the weather, and then moving it from there, putting it in like a Uber, and then I was just like, all right, I had enough. And then going to like this little party, and then they had a little party for me the other day at the TNC gallery, which was nice. They got me chocolate cake, and this girl that wanted the horse back after I took it from Brooklyn, and it turns out the space in the shop was only a couple of blocks away from the gallery because everything was in a huff. They bought me a muffin, a chocolate chip muffin, and put a candle in, and they surprised me. So like, and I got played, but it was a good play. It was like I was very hesitant about dealing with the horse again after just like having it move around too much, and then they were smart enough to cater to my sweet tooth. So I found that very, very cute and funny. It's like, okay, now I can't be a dick. They got me a muffin with a candle on it, so it's just terrible. It's cold. It's just the weather's just terrible here. Terrible in the city. Um, it's melting all the snow and it's revealing all the dog shit and all the crap that's around. So I know I look, I don't look good like this, but then look how magic of lighting. So when you light something, oh, that's like oblivion right there. But then, then I don't look. Do I look so atrocious? Who knows? Doesn't really matter. Who's watching this anyway? Not you, not me. Can't see the tower behind me. Yes. So it's funny that I was in a really down mood in between like this thing because this is not how I mentioned on another video that first milestone birthday without a girlfriend, this whole family, anything, just completely walking into it, cold, no booze, no nothing. Like I call it the iron slab birthday because that's what it felt like, an iron slab. But I woke up today and it's a Friday and I feel liberated. I woke up feeling liberated. I woke up, I slept okay, and I kind of woke up with I felt like I dropped 1,000 pounds off my head. I really do. Now I can feel like I can focus on other stuff because I couldn't focus. Like the closer the birthday came, the more everything was this fog and I couldn't think, and it was just like, and honestly, talking with my friend, like I never thought I would make it or whatever. Like none of the circumstances I've been through and everything that I've been feeling and talking about, it didn't seem like it would happen. And I guess it did. And it kind of like means something, I guess. I don't know what it means at all, but needed to kind of it's like a wedding day almost. And it felt like you had to get through the wedding. Like you can't just focus on the date. I was just focused on the date for so long. And then when the date's done, the wedding's done, and then boom, like now, like I can, it's not that there's a honeymoon of any kind, but needed to get away from the whole idea of it. And it was okay. I've had worse birthdays, that's for sure. I've had much better birthdays, that's for sure. In terms of milestone birthday, it was the worst milestone birthday, but it wasn't bad as a birthday. So far in my record, the worst birthday I ever had that I can remember. I need to really dig into my memory banks because, like you get to the point you even forget your own birthdays. 2008. No, not 2018. No, look at great. Look, time and years just go by. I had a ridiculous flu in 2018. Like I was like awful, worse than the flu that I had recently. And then I got a double ear infection after that flu, but I was like totally flued out. I was in an apartment. I was screaming and crying. It really sucked. And then my friend came over, gave me a bottle of whiskey, and he stayed for 20 minutes and left. And I kind of made him go because I didn't want to get him sick. And that was just like, I was just drunk and crying. So that word thing was a lot worse. And then yeah, I had an ear infection birthday back in 2009. I had an ear infection. So yeah, winter and me and ear infections are normal. Sick is normal. I mean, more or less. So the birthday was okay. I had friends, your girlfriend, people, but my left ear was in such pain, ringing. And I feel like all these stories that I repeat, like OCD. The reason I got the ear infection, it wasn't from a cold. It was from a Q-tip, and the Q-tips, they weren't my Q-tips. They were, it was her Q-tips, and I have a lot of mildew and mold that grows in that bathroom, and I cleaned my ear with a moldy Q-tip. So I basically just put mold directly into my ear canal, and that's why I got an infection. And to this day, this ear has never been the same since. I had like growths and stuff. It was disgusting. Like my whole ear like cauliflowered. It was like pustules and stuff. It's like, yeah, because you turn your ear into a petri dish of bacteria. And I never use a Q-tip ever again. Kids, don't use Q-tips. Do not stick Q-tips in your ears because you don't know where those even because the box is like, how that Q-tip box was like, you lay it flat. It's like this when you buy, you lay it flat and has that cardboard flap, and you could take them out one at a time. They were just rotten because they're cotton. Cotton rots because it's natural, and the moisture and everything, it created its own mildew. And I didn't even look at the Q-tip and be like, oh wow, that's atrocious, and then just like jab it in my ear. Like, let's give myself an ear infection on purpose. Well, time ran out fast today. I had so much stuff to say, but whatever. Yeah, it's not like I can't continue, but I don't want to. I don't have to. I can't even edit the clips anymore. But yeah, just trying to get, and like now I'm trying to at least have my head clear and like be able to think about other stuff now. Now it's just like it's over. Thank God. I couldn't wait for my birthday to end. I just wanted it just symbolically just done. So now I feel like I can just move into a direction, and it's unfortunate. I'm not a multitasker. It's called I call it multi-failing. I'm like an amoeba. I have to just get through thing one at a time. I don't get to digest one thing at a time, to my detriment, to the detriment of others. But something like that, I can't just be like, oh yeah, and by the way, we got this milestone birthday. Like it just was too much, too much. And then it's I got to do damage assessment and stuff like that. So I gotta see what I'm gonna do with that. So it's like it's damage. It's like, and then I have to explain everything. I feel like a kid trying to explain everything. But they're like, "What's the big deal? I just had a birthday." Well, it's a big deal to me.